side, left side, right side, right side. Yeah, often I'm caught up in confusion and need a dissolution. They tell me the solution is see through this illusion. I'm living, a few friends killed, a few sent to prison. Our mama tried to warn us, but few tend to listen. See, we running the streets in search of some trouble, at least a couple of freaks to sneak home with.
Yo, what's good? What's good, Quessy? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? What's good? We about to be locked in on the Discord today, man. We about to be locked in on the Discord. Let me get this Discord pulled up. Let me get the Discord pulled up. What you been on, though? Quessy, you seen what the review, right? You seen that? You seen me review your all your stuff? Yo, what's good, Pierce? What's good, see? What's good? What's good? By the way, if y'all got any questions or if y'all got any videos, any film, make sure y'all send that into the stream because I'm really about to start locking in on the Discord on stream and off stream as well. So if y'all got anything, send that through ASAP. Send that through ASAP. And as you already see now, as you already see by the title, we about to watch Thunder versus OKC Game 5. I didn't have many options, you know, there's only 3 games. Right, there's only 3 games, and I need to narrow this down for y'all so y'all can really understand. Right, so first and foremost, Celtics Cavs. I'm not watching that shit with no Donovan Mitchell, 1, no Jared Allen, no Karis LeVert, and I already know they're gonna win that series, so there's no need to watch that. And then I seen the Timberwolves versus Nuggets, and I was like, should I watch that? But I know Denver got fatigued, winning 3 straight. You're gonna drop that. You're gonna drop that 6th one, because on Monday we're gonna peep that Game 7. I don't care what the result is. A team can lose by 50. We watching that game, right? And there's gonna be no write-offs in terms of this happened, that happened, that happened. We're gonna break down the game regardless of what happened. So that Game 7 is about to be crucial, man. That Game 7 about to be so tough. That Game 7, I can't wait for it, bro. I can't wait for that Game 7. Also, let me drop the Discord link down in here. But whatchamacallit? What's good, Julian? Literally watching vids right now on the B&B on the TV. B&B on the TV, crazy. That's tough though. That's tough. If you got any questions, Julian, let me know. Let me see. Oh, what's good, Mason? I don't know if I said that already. But what's good? What's good? Let me put a pause to that. That was some J. Cole, Kendrick unreleased shit from fucking like a decade and a half ago, bro. Still waiting for that tape. Hopefully that shit drop one day, but I'm losing hope by the day. Not even by the day, bro. This shit's already at 0.001%. But I've been playing really well, making great reads, just watching games in your channel. Hey, appreciate the support. We stacking vids by the day. And if there's a certain topic, Julian, if there's a certain topic that like relates to your playstyle, let me know right now so that when I watch a game in the future, I'll remember what you told me now, and then I could try to put a couple plays in, put a couple clips in. Because even before I watch the stream, right? And Mason, you said how do I break down film like you? It's a whole process of learning how to think, one, and then also learning how to speak if you're gonna try to communicate it as well. So, but going back to what I was saying before though, like before I even do the breakdown, I probably have like 12 minutes of clips. I gotta cut out about 5 minutes, 5 or 4 minutes, and I get around 7 to 8 so I can come on the stream and I can just get y'all straight to what y'all need. But there could be a clip in there that I cut out that I don't know if someone needs it as much as I know in that moment. Which is why I tell y'all, let me know what type of play style y'all have if you tune into the streams frequently, so that when I go back and I do this little editing, putting clips in, taking clips out, I know what type of things to leave in because I know someone's going to see it and they're going to value exactly that. So whatever it is that you may need help with, let me know. I struggle breaking down film, so watching you help me get better. Mason, what's your play style? Like just tell me your strength. Tell me your main part of your game, the main part of your game. Don't try to say, I'm really good at this, but then also this, and that. Just tell me what you're really good at. And also your age and your height. That'll probably help as well. KD's driving abilities and Olajuwon's read. So you a big man. You are like, you're taller. You're a taller, in terms of, you don't got to be like 6'8" right now, but in comparison to your competition, at least, I don't know how old you are, but you're probably like a good bit taller than your competition if you're really trying to learn Olajuwon reads. Oh, 6'10" stretch. Okay, you actually are tall. You actually are tall. Shoot well, fade, but I don't really dunk much as it seems like a waste of energy. But the thing is, though, right? You got to understand this, Julian. If you a 6'10" stretch big, right? And you're like, it's a waste of energy to dunk. What dunking does for the momentum of the game is a lot different than just like a regular lay or float or passing up a dunking opportunity, right? Even if you miss a dunk, right? Even if you miss the dunk, if you try to dunk on somebody, because I know you probably still want to catch a couple bodies, you know what I'm saying? You still want to get up there, whether it's off one or off two, right? I know you will probably still want to get a few of those, but you got to establish that, and any chance you got the chance to do so, actually do it, because the momentum. You could be down by 12, down by 16. You just get one dunk, that shit could turn the tides crazy. Especially if you're in college. If you're in college too, and you actually got a good a good little community that pulls up to the game every single time, they loyal, you know what I'm saying? They be going crazy. You get a couple dunks, and I'm trying to tell you. That shit will change the entire dynamic of the game. What's good, Oscar? My main strengths are shooting, IQ and defense. 5 foot. Oh, hold on, you fucking. You said I'm 5'12". Do you mean you're 5 feet tall and you're 12 years old? Is that what you mean? I'm pretty sure that's what you mean. There's no way you're 5'12". That's 6 foot. So you're 5 foot and you 12. So I ain't gonna lie, you're turning 13 in June. Okay, so I would say this too. You just gotta hoop. A lot of people don't realize, especially when you're younger, the best thing you can do to get better is to just hoop. Like, I kid you not, because since you're already so young, your metabolism is faster, your recovery rate is even faster. So even though you may see like LeBron and those dudes having this whole structured routine and all this stuff, and like having certain blocks in their days for this and recovery and all this other stuff, and you think, oh, they're doing that right now, I got to do it. But if you even want to get there, you got to look at what they did when they were younger. And I can guarantee you, they was hooping all day and night. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to literally be in there 12 hours, but you got to hoop a lot. Like even me, when I was in high school, there'd be days I was in the gym doing 4 workouts in the course of 7 hours. I'll do one workout, rest a little bit, workout, rest a little bit, workout, rest a little bit, workout. Just literally just got to live in the gym so you can figure out your own game, right? Because by spending that time without having all this stimulation externally and being influenced by what other people saying and shit like that, you allow yourself to figure out your own game. And that's why you just got to live in the gym yourself. Because you'll get to the point where it's just, I want to get results. I want to get better. I want to score more. I want to be a better passer, better defender. And the best way to get better at those things is through experience. So you just got to hoop a shit ton. Hoop a shit ton. A lot of people forget that. Especially since y'all have social media and now y'all could compare what you do with other people. You got to make sure you stay true to the roots. Stay true to the roots of the game. Let me go back to what Julian was saying. Yo, what's good, Samuel? What's good? Like the George Gervin game. Okay. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't know too much on Olajuwon reads and like those hooks and all those little stuff, but I do know footwork. I can tell you that. I know footwork. Yeah, I know a little bit of the shimmies. A lot of the shimmies and whatnot is very much rhythm based, and you can get better rhythm also physically by getting more control of your body, gaining that functional strength. That's one way you can improve the rhythm, so that you can actually shift and you can shimmy. And there's probably also a lot of like nuanced reads that when you get into the post, like you could be able to figure out, like how on guards when they're in the perimeter they see spacing or they see this certain thing, they see that, they see this, and they go and attack that. Probably something very similar to the post. And this boils down to figuring that out. And that might be a little side quest for the summer. No cap. Might be a little side quest. I may have to see. So, yeah, because I'm a guard. So I never really been out here really learning post shit. I did for I had a little period of time where I was just trying to figure out like fades and shit. Like thinking I may need like a post fade or a drop fade. Like probably y'all may even go through that same little phase as guards. But in reality, you probably don't need that shit. Keep it a bean. All right, where was I at? Let me try to actually get through everything, actually be up with the chat, and I'm not responding 10 minutes later. I was cooking open runs yesterday, went 5 and 5. Coaches while went for 5 of 5 in front of the coaches while I was playing against the good athletic players. Just blew by the other team during the plays. I'm just a JV player, but I want to make varsity next year as a freshman. You did it once, right? You did it once. And mind you, this is May. The seasons don't start till October. You got to do this shit twice. I do this shit 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7, 8, 9. You gotta make it habit. You gotta make it habit. You can't get in over your head because it's one performance and understand that this will all be forgotten if I'm not able to reproduce this performance. So that reproduction of performance is the most important thing. So you got to make sure, okay, what I do here, how could I stay consistent with this? How could I get my mind back to that same place I was then so I could be able to knock down shots and be able to break my bad rhythms and show that I actually have skill that is sustainable, that's consistent. And that's what a lot of people don't have. A lot of people aren't consistent. People can be skilled but not consistent. So, you said, okay, yeah, you say he's 12, taking notes. Should a serious hooper prioritize a workout over important class tests? You see, the thing with me is that if you ask me that question, I don't need if I got an important class test, I already know the system of school. So if I got that test, I already know what I need to know. And especially, bro, in high school, I kid you not, I don't think I studied for tests. I don't think I ever really studied for tests until I got to college. And now I'm not even in college. I dropped out. Right? So, like, even when it wasn't even until probably like my latest semester, or like the summer semester, 2023 summer, where I actually had to study for a test. That was, I kid you not, I just learned the system, bro. I just knew how to, okay, this, boom, boom, get that. Like, there's a bunch of shit you don't need, and once you're able to filter that shit out, it's tough. But I would say, how could you do both? How could you do both? Because most likely, if you're studying for a test for 5-6 hours in one day, you're probably not studying efficiently. You got to learn how to learn better. You got to learn how to study better as well. So a lot of people don't even understand that. You're probably studying and learning the wrong way, man. Tips on blocks. That's a tracking thing. It's like rebounds, but in a different sense. Like being able to track the ball and understand where it's going and where it's headed to, and like where you could actually be able to meet the ball. So I would even say it's that much of a necessity. Like if you could already do it, you got it. But I would also say as well, like if you're actual shot blocker, like if you like Julian, 6'10", and like you actually have an opportunity to block shots, don't send that shit out of bounds unless like it's a momentum shifting thing. But even then, you got to be careful. Like keeping the ball in bounds off of blocks is probably one of the most overlooked things when it comes to blocks. Because you send that shit out of bounds to get the ball right back, sideline out of bounds, baseline out of bounds play, and it's like, oh, we're just running offense again. Instead of y'all actually getting the stop, securing it, and getting the other way in transition, getting a high quality look. So realistically, you shouldn't be sending shots out of bounds. If anything, grab them shits out the air. I heard Kenyon Martin talking about that shit. He was like, he used to send the shit out of bounds, but his coach in college, I forgot what his name was. I'm not that familiar with college. I know it's probably like one of the top coaches ever, but I forgot what his name was. But he said, oh, why are you doing that shit? We need to get buckets on the other way. We need to get out in transition. So let me see. Where was I at? Okay. Want me to have good grades? I'm in journey school. School's not as easy as the U.S. Okay, so I would say you can still get better at school. You can still learn how to learn. You know what I'm saying? You can still improve your efficiency in learning and studying in itself. Like you can apply new techniques. And I could even get a video and try to send it into the Discord. I'm about to get really active in the Discord. I'm low-key about to like damn near I may stop using the Patreon and start putting everything in the Discord, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think you're in it. I don't know who else may be in it that's already here, but I may just literally put what I put there in the Discord, but I can't do it in such a big bulk because the file sizes and shit. So I may low-key, just because I want to help more people, bro. I can't help myself wanting to help more people. I got to service more people. So if I do end up doing that, you'll see a Patreon post and I'll be like, yo, I'm about to just start posting shit in the Discord. And you'll see workouts in the Discord. You'll see me posting like the little videos, mentality videos I post in the Discord, like that deal with your ability to learn how to learn, for example, or your ability to think, for example, or have to deal with utilizing meditation to do those little things. So I'm about to start putting all that shit in the Discord. There's a bunch of people in there, and I know they need that shit. So it's like, damn, I don't even want to pay all this shit no more, bro. Fuck it. I can't. Fuck it. Fuck it. I just want. I'm gonna show y'all the results of it in itself. I'm gonna show all y'all the results of it. So you'll see. But Julian, you said I plan on entering the draft after next summer. I have a Olajuwon bag, footwork, and it's just there's games I haven't seen on him to understand his reads at times. That's another thing with the old school basketball is that you don't get to really see too much of their games. But I would say watch as much as you can from YouTube, like the highlights and shit. You probably already been through that. And also try to get NBA League Pass because you could go back and watch older games. Like you could watch like the 1990, what year was it? 4? No, not 94. No, yeah, 94 finals. Like you could go back and watch that when they played Orlando, so you could see Hakeem going against Shaq, and that's a hell of a fucking matchup, right? Hakeem versus Shaq. So you could probably pick up a lot of shit from there, and then even once you finish the whole series, those 4 or 5 games or 4 games, I believe it was a sweep. Go back and watch it again, right? Go back and watch that shit again, maybe like a week later, because you may pick up something new. So yeah, if you don't got League Pass, I'll say most dev get League Pass. Most dev get League Pass. And then I think they have other classic games on there too. So I think they have other classic games. So one more question I don't have. Oh, I think I missed one more. Sammy said, it may seem tough, but even nowadays look for grades or they don't take you. Yeah, I'll say that's important too. If you're in Germany, I'm pretty sure y'all still do value school as well. So make sure that shit don't fall off. But I'm telling you, you have time in your day to do both. You're awake for 16 hours. 16 hours. Right? And you're not an adult, right? It's not like you got to go work a job or something like that. At least I don't believe you do. Pretty sure you don't. Most people don't. And so if you just look at the scheme of your day, you sleep for 8 hours, probably max, right? You sleep for 8 hours. You got that other 16. You may trim away a couple just for a little convenience, but it's just like you can't get a hour and a half workout, at least one workout, an hour and a half workout, along with being able to do the studying that you need. Like you could start a workout, say, or you could do a studying session in the morning, workout midday, study again at night. And you shouldn't be sitting in one spot studying for 5-6 hours straight because mentally you just can't handle it. I can't do it myself. I can't. When I studied, I had to put that shit into blocks, right? And even if I'm doing a film breakdown sometimes, I may have to like debrief for a second, step away, so then I could be able to just just mentally in terms of my what's the word for my cognitive load, essentially when it comes down to just thinking and actually studying and learning something. I have to kind of step away so that I can get back into it and be able to see things in a more broad perspective and not get so condensed in my thought, right? So you could do an hour and a half for a study session midday. You could do one halfway through the day, another one at night, and then find the time to get a workout in. And then you could build, even if you have a certain amount of time or a certain block you could get a workout in, right? If you have a certain block, then make sure you got that block for the workout and then build your studying sessions around the workout. I guarantee you could do both. I promise you could do both. Oh, you joining right now? I found your password? Bet that. I think someone else said they about to join right now. Oh, Julian, you say you about to join the Discord too. All right, bet that. Hey, Julian, if you really need like pointers in terms of like your film, because if you're in college, or if you're playing overseas, I'm not sure if you're gonna enter the draft. Like you're really taking this shit serious. So like if you got some film, like you got some clips, like yo, what the fuck do I do here? What the fuck do I do there? Send that shit through. So, and also in the Discord, make sure I could even see your name or at least let me know who you were. So, in any way as to which I can help, I'll do so. Which is why I'm about to shift I'm about to shift a lot of Patreon shit to the Discord, man. I'm about to shift a lot of shit to the Discord. But yo, what's good, Ricky? You ain't go for that wedding? No, I'm not going for a wedding. I'm going for a graduation, and that's next week. That's next week. So I'm be streaming Monday, Wednesday of next week, and I'm gonna miss Friday, and then I'll probably miss Monday, and then I won't be back live again to that next Wednesday, and then I'll be back for the rest of the playoffs. Then the playoffs gonna be over, and I'm going on a little vacation. I'm going to Mexico, and that's gonna be for that's gonna be like a week straight. So I won't be back till then. I gotta debrief. Gotta get my mind. Gotta clear my mind. You know what I'm saying? But where was I at? How do I stand out, make varsity next year, and become a starter? Hey, you already told me what you did before. Told you it's that reproduction of the performance. You just got to reproduce the performance. If you feel as though what you just did then, if you feel as though what you just did then is replicable, one, and if once you do repeat it, that'll get you what you want. You already know what to do. You already know what to do. So just keep doing the same shit. Keep doing what you do. And as players begin to guard you more uptight and take away more of your looks, that's where you got to make sure you're still getting into the gym every day. You got to have a skill workout every day, right? So where you actually working on your game. They taking this new shit away. I got to add some new shit in. I got to add the next layer, the next level. I'm telling you, you already got the answers. You already got the answers. You got to keep doing what you do and expand your game at the same time, like I said before, because they're going to take some other stuff away. Sometimes blocks are important. Force guys into tough shots. Coach will live with that. Exactly. Blocks are less important than hockey assist, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie. Or they're on like that same plane. Cause really, like when you really look at it, unless you really know how to block shots might be the worst stat. Because usually people send that shit out of bounds. Now you get a sideline out of bounds, baseline out of bounds play, and now you just run the offense once again. But if you end up making someone take a tough shot, not even getting the block, then you don't get the block as a whole, right? And now you compare it to something like a hockey assist, where I throw a pass to someone with the intention for them to throw the pass to someone else, and now I'm able to get that bucket. I think hockey assists might really be more purposeful and be more important than a block. They may be more important than a block. No cap. No cap. I'm really thinking about shit. This shit just might be. So let me actually get through some of these questions. Greens from Germany. Yo, what's good, Max? Someone else in here is from Germany. C's from Germany. We got two Germans in here. Whereas I'm trying out for varsity next year, and I'm going to A. Hey, test the waters. See how that shit go. Let me know how that shit go too. I'm a freshman and was on freshman. I averaged around 19 points, but I recently fractured my right wrist badly. Is there anything I could do mentally, physically to get better while I wait? Well, of course, do your rehab. You know what I'm saying? Of course, do your rehab. You got to get your rehab in. Got to do all those little things. Mentally, the streams, the breakdowns, and picking up skills that I'm talking about that are in alignment with your game. That's the most important part, right? Really ask yourself, like after you see a clip of me talking about something, I want you to ask yourself every time, will I use this? Right? Ask yourself, will I use it? And if you're unsure, go try it. See how it turns out. See how it feels. And then once you see how it feels, and it's like, just be honest with yourself. Keep it a bean with yourself. You got to be objective. Regardless of how pretty it might look and how good it looked for when a certain player did it, if you did it and it just does not feel right, it's like, yo, this is not me. Drop it. Figure something else out to accomplish the same goal, which is getting the bucket. So, filter out that other stuff. Julian, what college did you go to? If you don't mind saying. If not, you can just send it to me in the Discord or some shit like that. Because I know some people just be like, nah, I want to put my business out there. That's a low-key how I was when I was hooping. Like when I was hooping, I don't think y'all realize the type of my personality necessarily if I'm in the mode for hooping. Like you'll probably like if I get to the point where I'm making content, I'm like, yo, I got this game actually coming up. And the nigga might not stream, bro. I may just be in the gym 3 times a day, just be in that mode, bro. It just requires a different mode, man. But yeah, I was very, very reserved. Like I ain't post on Instagram, I ain't do nothing. I was just working in silence. Crazy. Can you do a breakdown on the mid range? I did a mid-range breakdown with Shay last stream. I did one last stream, and I did one on DeMar DeRozan. So if you haven't already seen that and seen the full breakdown, start to finish, not just the video, but go back in the VOD. Watch the VOD back. Because the VOD is about 3 times longer in duration than the actual video. So it has way more stuff in there. It's all trimmed down in the video. So if you haven't watched those already, you shouldn't even be asking about that. Or asking for another one, let me say. Pure Plantain, you said what players do you think could completely replace Luka as the center of the Mavs offense? They'll have to literally build an entirely new team So if they want to replace Luka, they have a whole team built around Luka. So they'll have to make an entirely new team. Ryan, I'm 27 and just started playing pickup. Never played organized before, and I'm improving, but not sure what to work on. What fundamentals should be solid for a new player to develop? Shooting. 6'2", 230. Shooting. I'll say shooting. And if you're not conditioned already, get conditioned. Like just get in shape. Like burn some fat. Cause 6'2", 230, that's pretty hefty. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty. You got some size. So if you could trim down whatever that is, all trimming down weight is being at a caloric deficit, right? You probably heard all these crazy diets. You heard people go on if they want to lose fat but still keep some of their muscle, right? All you got to do is be at a slight caloric deficit. You might lose a little bit of muscle, but in respect to your body weight, you'll still be strong. Like you won't cut that much muscle. Right, so you just got to make sure you maintain a high protein intake. Carbs is going to be important if you're hooping often. Limit the bad fats and limit the processed fats, the saturated fats particularly, and limit the processed carbs and stuff like and whatnot. So when I mean processed, I'm talking about things that are deep fried. I'm talking about them little snacks, them little treats, them little like little Debbie's and shit like that. The bad foods, the junk foods, chips, juices, sodas. Cut that shit out. Cut out the fast food. Be at a deficit. Maintain a high protein intake. Probably around 160 grams of protein, I would say. You usually should go like maybe 0.7 per body weight, but I would say try to get around 160 in protein. Try to get things as clean as possible. Things that take the least time from getting taken out the ground or taken from a farm and then onto your plate. Because the more processing that happens in between that, it's the worse the food is. So you want to get as clean as possible. So hopefully that helped, Ryan. I was playing yesterday and this guy was like, my elbow needs to be at least at a comfortable angle, but I still missed a bit. You think it's my alignment? Wait. He said, yeah, elbow needs to be at a comfortable angle, but I still missed a bit. What you mean comfortable ankle? Like out like this? You got to realize if you're changing something in your shot, when you first change it, it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's not until you get multiple reps in it that's going to start feeling comfortable. So if they told you to put your elbow out and it should be in, you got to keep shooting with that shit in until it gets comfortable. So make sure you just join, bet that. Let me see. How do I play better defense, get more steals, and basically prevent people from blowing by? Pierce, you got to understand your distance. Like understand the range you play your person that you're guarding. So you got to understand what are they good at, what am I willing to give up, and then guard them in a range to where you can be able to stay in front according to what they're really good at. So take those things into account. What are they good at? What are you willing to give up? And then play according to your speed and your lateral quickness. So. And mind you, like I said, I'm about to start posting the workouts in the Discord. So like some of the defensive workouts that I had in there, like it may not be the full on like start to finish, but I'm gonna start posting that stuff in the actual workouts tab in there. So you'll be able to get stuff that's gonna make you quicker as a defender, increase your vert. Y'all probably don't even know, but I got a 40-inch vert. I got about 41 inch vert, and tomorrow might be the day. Hold on, let me show y'all, man. Let me show you. I don't even think some of y'all know, because I work out every single day. Every day. I literally don't miss a day. I do what time? I wake up 4:30 in the morning, work out 5:15 a.m. every day. I don't miss days. So hold on. Let me show y'all. Tomorrow might be the day. Tomorrow might be the day, man. Let me see if I can find this video I put in the Discord. Is it here? Oh, I'll just show y'all this one for now. Y'all don't know. Y'all really don't know I be jumping. Y'all know I be jumping. You see, I got that. That was like 3 weeks ago, maybe. I got this like 3 weeks ago. Now, it's time to move on from that. And I low-key... Shit, let me show y'all what I was even going for. Man. First and foremost, let me show y'all what I was going for at first. Or what I'm going for now, let me say. What I'm going for now. And I don't even remember where I put this shit. Did I put this shit in film? I need to clean up the Discord, make sure this shit just get organized. But let me drop it right quick. Bro. Let me just resend it into the Discord. Resend it to Discord right quick, because tomorrow might be the day, man. Tomorrow might be the day. All these years of work, or all this months and months and months of work, might come to a culmination very, very soon, because I need to get this East Bay. I need to get this East Bay. Here we go. Send the video in right now. This was me. Let me show you. Let's show y'all. This is about a week or so ago. And I need to get into Discord. By the way, I may do some one-on-one calls in the Discord live right now before the stream. So if y'all want to do a one-on-one call, make sure you join the waiting room in the Discord. I may peep that before the stream is done. That's the wrong video. I'm bugging. I was supposed to put a regular windmill in there. I ain't trying to do no regular windmill. That's easy. Regular windmills is light work now. Damn, I'm bugging. Where's the shit at? Where's the shit at? I can't find this joint. I can't find it. Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright. Wrong video. Wrong video. Boom. Peep. Any tips for consistency and discipline? Make a decision. You got to realize everything we do boils down to you making a decision whether you want to do what's going to bring you to the highest level of yourself or you doing what's going to keep you comfortable. Make a decision on what you want to do and stick true with it. Stay true to your word. Did I miss anything over here? Oh, Ryan, you said conditioning be killing me. That's for sure. I appreciate the guys I play. More of a wing size, but the other wing type players are running circles around me. Yeah, that conditioning. The best way to even get conditioned for basketball is to play basketball or to start doing sprints. I do this little series where I'll do like 3 down and back, 6 4-court sprints, and I'll have to do that in 30 seconds. And I'll do it. It'll be 30 seconds, and then 30-second rest, then 30 seconds again, 30 seconds on, 30-second rest, then 30 seconds again, 30-second rest. I want to get that up to 5 to 6, where I can do 5 to 6 in a row. I did 3 last week. I want to be able to get to 4 this week. So, yeah, I got that from JJ Redick. That's the NBA shit they be doing. So I'll literally do the full court shit. I'll be trying to do the same shit that he said they would do. Anytime I get anything I heard NBA players did or NBA teams do, I try to do that shit myself every time. Every time. I pick it up, make sure I do it, implement that shit some way, somehow. Test myself. But, where was I at? Wolves in 7, not gonna lie. Hey, bro, I want to see Bro, I'm watching that shit live, and I'm gonna come back and watch that shit again Monday before stream. That shit's about to be so good, bro. That shit about to be so good, cause they took 2 there already, lost 3 straight, man. They won the last one, so they got the confidence they need. They got all the confidence they need. You a left-right jumper? No, I'm a right-left and a left-right. It's just for that windmill, I need to go left-right so I could have the angle right there. So I could still go both ways with it, but I'm trying to get the East Bay. And mind you, this same day, I strained my hammy. I was like, yo, I can actually get this shit. But I ended up straining my hammy. So this week, my hammy right now feeling a little good. I ain't gonna lie. My hammy feeling a little good right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't got too much inflammation. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel that bad. I'm gonna be careful, of course, because I don't want to restrain it. But we gonna see. I'm gonna try to get it tomorrow, but I'm not gonna go too dummy with it. I may go like 3 attempts. Then after that, I may cut it. And also, I'm gonna get the 360 East Bay. I want to get a 360 East Bay. This was the regular windmill I had, but I was thinking about it. I was like, damn. I was like, I low-key want to get that shit. Where's that? Whatchamacallit? Yeah, but I want to see how that shit turns out. He looks a bit like Drew. You talking, I look a bit like Drew Holiday? You talking, I look like Drew Holiday? That's wild as fuck. You know what I seen? Bro, Case and Wallace look like Bronny, bro. I'm like, bro, nigga look like, shit got like the same face as Bronny. That shit weird. It's crazy how many people have said I look like. It's okay to do sprints and a leg workout on the same day. I've done it before. You just got to be careful how much of sprints you're doing. You just got to be careful of how much, because it's not gonna work your legs crazy. It's just about your the global fatigue. You know what I'm saying? Then if you do a lot of sprints, you got to make sure to be careful of how much weight you are lifting. So I'm trying out for varsity as an 8th grader. Yeah, you told me that earlier. You said that earlier. I said join the waiting room. Join the waiting room. Yeah, join the waiting room. Okay, I seen someone send a message there. I done missed a lot of messages as I kind of went along with this, or as time's been going along, because with the Patreon shit. But I'm about to just put everything in the air. Boom. Let me go through all the channels. I'm about to keep up with WNBA too. Watch. I'm about to keep up with that shit. You may fuck around and see some WNBA breakdowns this summer. Somebody sent this in high school. Someone sent this in the high school tab. Lost the game by 2 because I didn't kick out to a 3-yard team shooter, could knock down any shot and call me out for the pass. Instead, I drove to the basket with 40 seconds left and got blocked. Hey, this is not put the blame on me. Can anyone give me advice on how to improve from my mistake? You already know exactly what to do. Just do the opposite shit the next time. That's the funny thing when it comes to a lot of y'all questions. The answer be in the question, right? If you know what you did wrong, right is the opposite of wrong. So all you got to do now is the opposite of what you just did. You said, I did this. I should have did this. Can I get help on what to do? You already know what you should have did. You're already right. You're already spot on. You got to begin to trust that as well. Like literally, if you do something wrong, think the opposite. What is the thing that's what you should have done? And that's what you should do going forward. And that's what's going to allow you to get better. Simple as that. Y'all already know the answers to a lot of y'all questions. How tall are you and how did your career go? I'm about 6 foot 6'1". I got to a NAIA my freshman year, COVID year. I graduated 2021 COVID year, where everyone got that extra year eligibility. Got to the NAIA, and then literally like once I figured out my school, I wouldn't be able to use a gym at the school I was at because I low-key got lied to on my visit. I was just like shit. Because all I did was work out. I need to get my 700, 1,000 shots a day, and I was even able to do that in high school. And then I got to college, and I was like, "Oh, I got a gym. We could use it." And I got there, it's like, "No, you can't use it. We got to use this other schools, and we can't get there only for certain times of the day." So that ended up happening. I was like, "Shit, I got to reassess. And so that now it just put me on a different path. So I was like, "Damn." Now I'm coaching. Long story short. And ultimately, it was like 3 months into the season. I went through the whole preseason, the little training camps, all that stuff, the scrimmages even. And like it was like a first game. And I was like, yeah, it's not me. I can't. Another way. Had a new vision. Where is I at? Will playing 2K make you a better player? I ain't gonna lie. I've talked about that before. But I think it can. Especially in playmaking scenarios. Like in a pick and roll or little things like that, and being able just to scan and recognize how to make certain reads according to the defense and not have to think about it. It can help a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I think it helped me. Honestly, I used to play 2K crazy. But nowadays I don't got the time for it. I don't really got the time for it. But by the way, if y'all send questions throughout the day in the Discord, I'm gonna get there and respond like ASAP, expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really lock in on it. And I'm probably gonna organize some of these channels as well to make it more distinct and more concise. So make sure y'all join the Discord top of the chat. I think I missed some film. Did I miss any film? I did miss some film. Let me watch this person's film right quick. Opinion on Mad Jokic. Mad Jokic. I mean, is Mad Jokic Game 6 Jokic? Or no, not Game 6, Game 5? Is that the Jokic we talking about? If that's the case, then shit. Niggas just, I don't know if they stand a chance. That shit was ugly. That shit was getting ugly. Game 7 Jokic. Have we even seen a Game 7 Jokic? We haven't seen. I don't think Jokic has ever won 7 before. I don't think so. Buddy said, I'm 6'6". I can see my biggest quality is athleticism. Yeah, I can't really showcase it how I should. Most of my points are 3-pointers or post-ups. Transitioning from 5 to 3 and also been told I dunk weird. I feel like I've been doing much more of my athleticism, but most of the points looks like occasional dunk falling to steal. Okay, so let me peep. What are you talking about? Is he about to dunk? Why Buddy in the way? Yeah, he do got a little weird dunk package. I ain't gonna lie. It's a little weird dunk package. Lakers should have swept. I don't know about that. Better team always wins. Ant or Cat? Mason, that's a disrespectful question. Ant's been better than Cat since his rookie year. I don't think you realize that. Cat has, the thing is, Cat can't really create shots for himself. You know what I'm saying? He can't really create. His inability to actually get low, and since he always plays so vertical, is going to restrict his handle, and that's going to restrict his shot creation. Like, he'll be able to score against some players off the dribble just because of his size, and he could get low enough, but he can't really create for himself. And I literally was saying that since y'all streaming on Twitch. I don't think y'all even understand. I used to be streaming on Twitch a while ago. Like, I was streaming on Twitch since last February until like October or some shit. And I was like, been saying that then. Even before I started streaming, I was like, why are you running the offense through someone who can't really create for some shit for themselves at all levels? So it is a little weird though. I guess coordination though. This just boils down to coordination. Like, you could jump, but it's the coordination aspect that you need to improve, so that when you're in a game, you could utilize the proper movement, a smooth movement, so that you can actually use it in a game. So and I could even say, if you started just this is a tough thing to do. This is probably, honest, I'm gonna keep it a beam. This is probably one of the most difficult things to solve in basketball when you're older and you're uncoordinated, because there's no one there to solve it. When have you seen someone have a program to improve coordination, improve more movement? Have not seen that shit before. Now I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make that program, and all y'all gonna be moving smooth and shifty. But until that time comes, someone just sent this right now. Oh, I thought I was tripping. But yeah, until that time comes, I'll try to tell y'all as much as I can. And what helped me in my movement, because I was, what the fuck is going on? Why does this shit keep, is someone sending some shit as I'm in here and it keeps just dropping down? But what helped me in my movement the most is exposing myself to new styles of movement. So y'all could start playing football, you can start playing soccer, you can start dancing, you can start doing this other stuff that's not basketball in itself. And if you are trying to improve in basketball, like in those exact movements, do what you need, do the basketball movements without a basketball, so you learn how to move your body by itself, right? Learn how to move your body by itself. You probably already have the strength necessary for a lot of ranges, maybe not the low end range, but a good bit of those in between the top and the bottom. So you just need to expose yourself in those movements, in those manners. So I'll say that most definitely. Ant is overrated because he's athletic. The Ant is not overrated. I didn't know scoring 40, 45, 44 in these type of playoff runs is overrated. I don't know what you looking at, Pierce, but I don't know what game you're watching. I don't know what Ant you're watching. But I don't know if we're watching the same Ant. You might be watching like D'Anthony Melton or some shit. You're watching the wrong Ant. You know what I'm saying? You might be watching Carl Anthony Towns. We're not talking about the same Ant. We're not talking about the same Ant. You may be fucking around talking about, I could even say Carmelo Anthony, because he is nice. He's a bucket. I was about to say another Anthony, but that shit don't even slide. That's wild as fuck. Appreciate you film breakdowns. Hey, appreciate the support, Reggie. Hey, what's your game like? Do you hoop? And where you from, Reggie? Ant is top 10. Ant it might be top 5. Why the fuck around playing? Hey, if this game, depending on this game 7 go, might fuck around into that top 5, top 3. Why you fucking around playing top? Yeah, I don't know. It's a conversation for a different day. But is that it? I think that might be it. I'll look you again to this breakdown though, because I need to edit once I finish stream. But he sent this too. His head almost at the rim. But mind you, he is 6'6". He is 6'6", so don't get it twisted, right? Don't get it twisted. He is 6'6". So getting the head up towards the rim is a little easier, but that he still can't jump though. He still can't jump. So Yeah, the movement part is probably the most important thing. The movement part. And did I only watch this last time? Or I think... Yeah, you just sent this. It's just coordination that's off. And that's one of the toughest things to fix. It's one of the toughest things to fix, the coordination. Upload multimedia playing, opportunity to play pro. Hold on. Let me see what this even is. Because I don't know if I have this much time. I don't know if I have this much time. That shit 37 minutes. Gang, that's 37 minutes, gang. That's 37. But you sent another video. Where is it at? I had an opportunity to play overseas in 9 days, but I'm an athletic shooter, play combo guard. I'm from North Carolina, 20 years old. Yeah, that shit 37 minutes. If there's like a segment, hey Reggie, if you could find like a segment within the video that I could be able to like watch for like 2-3 minutes or some shit like that, then yeah, I could peep that. But if, like watching the thing in its entirety, that's a tough thing to do. Find me like a little segment, and even if I can't peep that shit now, I may off stream and be like, fuck it, I may just watch as much as I could watch. Let me know if there's a segment though, like a certain point in the game. It's like, yo, peep this, the end of this quarter, or some shit like that. KD and SG have been my favorite players for a long time. I've always wanted to be like them. Your breakdowns really helped me improve the game, touch score. Hey, no problem. My pleasure. My weakness is reading the floor because I am always focused on scoring. Not my teammates sometimes. Hey, this breakdown is gonna be for you then. This breakdown is gonna be for you. This breakdown is gonna be for you because you already see what's in the video. Yeah, I literally just pulled it up. I just pulled it up right here. Let me go through all of it right quick. Hold on, let me go back. I was low-key, wasn't paying attention. This is the shit we was talking about last stream. Someone asked me about this knee valgus shit. This is what we was talking about. Remember last stream I was like, oh, your knees cave in, you shouldn't do it so the shooter. I wouldn't say you shouldn't do it. I would just say you should always shoot starting in the base. But the thing is too, is that I'm not gonna sit here and say you gotta fix X, Y, and Z on your jump shot, because all it boils down to is the result. What is the result of the shots that you take? Like if you could shoot middies because you just knocked down 2 middies, are you a bad 3-point shooter, right? So Julian, if you're a bad 3-point shooter, you have to shoot middies and threes different ways, which would be a reason why you could only shoot middies and not shoot threes. So, and then when you do shoot threes, how are you missing those threes? Are you missing them left? Are you missing them right? You missing them short? You missing them long? And then you could pinpoint something in the shot to then adjust, and you can now extend your range. So, if there's any anything, any commonalities, any consistencies that you can remember off top when it comes to missing threes, let me know. Then I can look at your shot now and be like, oh, that may be what's wrong. Or even if you sent some here. Yeah, because you shot 2 middies, I believe. I believe that second one was a midi, if I remember correctly. Or a deep two. And then you said you're what, 6'10"? I'm telling you, hey, as a 6'10" player, I kid you not, if you get this, this is all you need. At 6'10", you gotta be able to switch defensively. If you're able to switch defensively, 1 to 5, learn how to move your feet and utilize length. That's what you need on the defensive side of the floor. Fuck the blocks and all that other shit, right? You need to be able to just move your feet, stay in front. You get that on defense. On offense, if you learn how to screen and pop, screen and roll, and screen and hard roll, and screen and short roll, both of those 2 things, right? And when you get the pop, okay, pop, shot, 3, boom, knock it down. You know what I'm saying? That's a reverse pivot footwork, catch, get into your shot, right? Boom, that's the pop. Over both shoulders, by the way. And then the short roll, that's the float. Do you have a floater is the real question. Do you got that float game? If you don't got that float game, you need to add that float for the short rolls. Because depending on if you got a high man tag or a low man tag, It'll depend. Will really determine if you could actually get to the rim and hard roll and whatnot. And most times, it's probably going to be a short roll. And I don't want to put you. I don't want you to be a player like a Draymond, who he can make plays in the middle of the floor, but you know that he's always looking to throw that pass, and he can't float the ball from about 10, 12 feet out, right? And if you simply do get that floater, that's 6 points a game. 6. Because when you have a good floater, that's a 60%, 70% shot. And if you're constantly always running pick and rolls, always being that screener, boom, float game is going to be insane, right? So if there's anything as to which is not going to be the dunk and shit like you talked about before, float. Need that float. And then the pop, deep move defensively, and then the hard rolls, of course, and being able to read disadvantages. I just thought about that shit right now. Reading disadvantages. That's what a lot of people fuck up. And you want to know a player who does struggle with that? Jared Allen. Look at Jared Allen when he gets the ball in the middle of that floor. He don't really got to float crazy. He doesn't know how to read the numbers. And so now you'll see him get stuck. And you see him get stuck crazy when they played the Knicks last season. Right? When he played Knicks last season, even this season a little bit, he was still getting stuck. I don't want you to be that person that catches in the middle. You got a 4-on-3. You sit in the middle floor, stuck. That's the worst spot to be in. And you know, especially as a person with the ball, like you coming off as a wing, boom, you see two, throw it in the middle, he gets stuck, and we got nothing. So, yeah. Let me go back to. Let me see. Let me go back to anything I missed here. Means the world for real. No problem. No problems. Make sure you sent more stuff. You sent something else. Okay. All right. I'll peep that in a second. Then we're gonna get to the breakdown as soon as after I get to all this other stuff. Float game, hook, 3 mid. And when I say float game, I'm talking like who's the best Jokic level float game. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got that type of float, good. Like your screen short roll game, especially if you got a guard who could just score, right? You just got a guard who's solid. That it's literally bread and butter. You can't stop it. And then you add in that pop, you can't stop it. You just can't. It's simply like you're gonna have to show two to the guard who's coming off that screen, or you're gonna try to switch it. And then now if they switch it, you got to post, or he got to big on them, right? But most times it's probably gonna be a hard hedge or some shit, and then pre-rotate, high man tag, low man tag, whatever they're gonna be. They're gonna step up, and then they're gonna try to guard two. They're gonna try to guard a 3-on-2, probably on that weak side, depending on the spacing. Float, fuck that. I ain't gonna do all this passing shit unless you step all the way up and I just throw it to whoever else is on the outside. It's gonna be easy. At that point, it's just a swing. You get a hockey assist. So that shit really like, if you really got that shit on down packed, good luck. Good luck. The guards really well too. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna repeat this in a second. Yeah, hard rolls is actually rolling down to get to the rim. But you don't have, the thing is, I would say this too. Don't screen and then automatically think run as hard as you can, because the most important thing is the pocket, right? You got to make sure that when your guard gets off that screen, you're still within the pocket for the ball to get thrown low, or the ability for you to get that lob. And so you have to pace yourself after that roll properly so you could be in good positioning to then get that roll, right? Whether it's going to be a pocket pass, a bounce pass, or a lob over the top. So the pacing is extremely important. I know I've talked about this before. I don't know who it might have been on, but I probably may end up even doing a breakdown where I do talk about the roller's perspective in these pick and rolls and pick and pops. So the pacing, like you need to make sure you're in the pocket, like you're in the passing lane for the person coming off the screen, and don't try to go too fast, because then you'll take away opportunities for you to get the ball. So make sure you pace yourself with that pocket. The pocket, by the way, is just that little room in between the person who's chasing from over the top and then the person who may step over from you, and in that little area in between pocket pass. You know what I'm saying? That little area. You kind of want to trail behind it, like slightly, so that you can be led into the pass, and they don't throw the pass behind you, because a lot of people go too fast. They throw it behind them. They got to spin around and shit, and it's like, oh shit, turnover, and they'll be like, it's on the guard, but it really is on the roll because you went way too fast. So you need to stay in that pocket, and as the guard goes, and then if there's no pull, lob is there, lob pass for actual dunk, or lob pass just to catch a high and get whatever you want around the rim. So yeah, those things are also important. I'm in a country that's very underdeveloped basketball wise, but it's very sporting. Thinking of going to Spain, live there by myself, or live there to play ball. Hey, that's a life decision, man. That's for you. That's for you to make. That's for you to make. Don't want to be frozen on indecision. Exactly in that middle. I set the highlights from that league. I had 25 plus with. Okay, let me open that up right quick. Damn, there's a lot of shit. Screaming a lot of shit. I was like, what the fuck? Thought somebody was getting hurt, bro. Where was I at? I played Drew Timmy the other day. Gave his ass buckets. Yo, Drew Timmy, bro. I swear that nigga Drew Timmy. What you call it? That nigga been in college for That nigga was in college for 7 years, bro. I swear, bro. He was pushing 30 in that bitch. I swear. It's like I came back every year. He was just in the tournament. I'm like, bro, is he gonna be done? I was like, bro, this shit. When is his years done, bro? I've been seeing niggas 26. Like, what are you doing? Like 25 in college, bro. You just come on, man. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. I don't know if he was that old, but it just seemed like I seen him every year, especially with that COVID shit. It was like, yo, what the fuck? Buddy looked like he was 34. Looked like he owned a musket. Fuck you talking about? Jit had that beard. It's cause Jit mustache, bro. I don't know why I said it looked like Jit owned a musket. It's cause that mustache Jit got. It made me think like, oh, buddy owned a musket. He must got a musket. I'm not that good at leading and reading the court, but I've always worked on mechanics and currently working on shooting to be a shooting guard. What you think about this? Yeah, I would say that probably might be best for you. It was low key like that for me too, where I'm not. As a player, I haven't tested myself to see if I can be a point, but I believe I can. You know what I'm saying? I believe I have the mental capacity to do so, but I don't think my best skill set is utilized by being a point. I definitely think I'm like a CJ McCollum, if anything, where like I could run an offense, but like that's not gonna be my priority. I don't like to have to think about all this other stuff and getting these people here, X, Y, and Z. Like if I touch it, you know, I'm going to score. And that's the thing with me. It's like I don't want to have to delegate all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That just may be who you are as a hooper. And that's just a part of figuring out your game. So ain't no problem with it. My bad for the audio. It was mic'd up. Hey, no problem with it. It just threw me off. It just threw me off. My coach plays me small forward, but I know that I'm small, so I'm trying to learn how to play point guard or shooting guard. The thing is, too, you could be a little smaller for the position. But going to point guard is a completely different responsibility. You got to assess if you have the capacity to be able to play that position. What should I do with my biggest short compared to others? So I only pass by the floor because he can't pick it up high. I mean, he can. You just got to be careful of when you do throw it high, and you got to understand his hands itself, and understand like, okay, can he actually catch this pass I may throw? Like, that's just teammate IQ, understanding if they could actually make certain catches and I could throw a certain pass, you know? So it's important to also understand that. I was going to play on my mini hoop because I lost my ball. And play on your mini hoop. Shit, play on your mini hoop. It's going to teach you how to move, I can tell you that. To help you with your movement. The guard got to be patient for the roller too. And that's where the big could communicate to the guard what they got to do coming off the screen so that we can maximize this. Because in order for you to play your best, you must understand everybody else's responsibilities. So all because you're told to do X, Y, and Z, the most important thing from there is to not only understand what you got to do, but how you got to position yourself with everybody else. And so you could also know your outlets. So a lot of people don't really take time to understand what is actually going on as a whole when it comes to these games. I wish I could have 3-person view of basketball floor. That would be crazy. But actually playing the game at a 3-person view, that's 2K. That's some shit. I feel like I could create space for myself, but I also like creating space for others. But that's a 2-person thing, not a whole team. What you mean, like creating space? You said I feel like I can create space for myself, but I also like creating space for others. But that's a 2-person thing, not a whole team. So where are you trying to go with it? What coaches appreciate 0.15 assist stat line. You shouldn't be playing to worry about the stats. You just be hooping, bro. You think about it too much, man. Think about it too much. Think about that shit too much, gang. I'm 6'3". I play combo guard, so point guard, shooting guard. This guy was playing point, but I took over the main role for scoring. The thing is, when I play pickup, I could play point because I don't got to pass that shit to nobody. And I want to see how I play point in an organized setting. That's a real thing. Like a real, like, okay, we got this. Like, it's damn near pro. Like, if I play like a pro AM or a Drew League, I want to see some shit. Like, I want to see if I can be able to do that in that sense. But it's no, if I have the ball, like, my thing is scoring. I'm not worrying about passing that shit, really. That's the thing with me, at least. I may have to break that in time. Maybe I'll be able to break it, but we'll see. Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me turn it down a little bit. Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me go back though. Anything I missed, like pick and rolls when they're not looking, just paying attention to some shit. Hold on, give me one sec. Give me one sec. Let me pee this right quick. It's only a minute 30. Man, you got some hefty bulls over here, bro. Got some hefty dudes in this joint. Wait, did you get a block? A lot of people don't realize that if you guard somebody and literally just put your hand straight up like this, that low-key might have been a foul, but that's the best way to guard in transition. A lot of people think you got to jump up and all this other shit. The best way to play defense in transition is going backwards. You can't try to go forwards. It's always going to be a foul. I don't think a lot of people realize that because you're going into their space. And then you're going to be like, how's that a foul? You're literally taking up their space. So if you're going back and you jump from A to B, yeah, it's going to be a foul every time. So you got to contest going backwards. You got to even try to reach going backwards. That's why you see people like Marcus Smart and them guard and everything. And it's like, yo, how the fuck they do that shit so like efficiently every time. Every time they do that shit efficient as shit. Sorry, you probably get a little better base. The one thing every shooter needs, bro, is a base. I'll say this every time. I say this every time, but let me see if I could slow-mo this. But look, you see like this dip? Because look at the point of contact, right? Look at the point of contact when you got the ball. That's when you caught it. Your base is vertical. You may be, you're slightly bent through the hips, through the knees, not on the balls of your feet. But now what ends up happening is that by the time the ball is already in your hands, you now step, then you dip into a base. But imagine if you're already this low as soon as you caught it and it was in your pocket and you go straight up. It's going to feel a lot smoother because you're not doing so much movement. And by doing less movement, you leave less room for error. So that's going to make you more efficient. And so literally that's the main thing as to which I tell anybody before you even fix a shot. Like if you just start shooting in a base, then let me see how that looks like. And so you can understand how that feels like. And now also when you begin to play against higher level of competition, when you're playing against dudes who are athletic as you and as skilled as you and playing in a real setting, you need to get that shit off quick. So catching, dipping, and going up is going to take up way too much time, right? So being able to just to shoot already in that base when you're catching already here ready to shoot is going to be probably the most important thing you got to do, or the most important thing you can do. So I got to drive in, but thanks for the time. Hey, no problem, Julian. I'll try to peep whatchamacallit. If I think of some shit like while I'm just chilling, I'll just send it in the Discord. I told you I'm about to be locked in on there. And mind you, that's some shit you can fix like this. All you gotta do is tell it to yourself. All you gotta do is tell yourself, hey, all right, start low. Start low. Right? Just start low. So all you gotta tell yourself. Yo, what's good, Satchel? What's good? What's good? I was able to block somebody that is 6 foot, not 5 foot. That's low-key sorry. One more. That's low-key sorry. Let me go back. I'll low-key keep missing this. One more. Buddy should have shot that shit. I don't know what he doing. Shoot that shit. People not comfortable shooting that fast though. Oh damn, he slipped. Damn. Hey, I kid you not. I was working out like last weekend or some shit. Where I was working out last weekend, and 2 times, bro. 2 times I blew my tire, blew my right tire, you know what I'm saying, my right foot, when I was going for like a stop or like a change of direction, bro. And I'm like, I literally just dropped the ball and I reset my rep. I hate that shit. Bro. Cause I be really trying to jump and really trying to stop, and that shit could fuck you up. Oh, that shit lagging. That shit might be my stream. Is this my stream? Oh, that's the video. Oh, that's the video. I thought my stream was lagging. My actual PC was bugging. Same thing on dribble pull-ups, by the way. Same thing on dribble pull-ups. Same thing on shots off the dribble. Look, cause speed. Let me go frame by frame. Catch, dribble, here, high. Notice, you're stepping in high, dip into the base. You can't see it now. Our ref is low-key in the way. But if you skip with a base already, up, it's going to make your shot a lot smoother. Like, you're going to make more shots because just there being less movement. And it's going to get the shit off quicker because you're doing less movement as well. So, it may take a little bit to break, but as a whole, this shit going to help a lot. Blessing the problem, no problem, man. Wait, is that your block? If you put some stuff together, next time you put like if you put like some clips together, like say you put like a minute 30, like another minute 30, so I can watch it on stream. Put like the build up to the clip and not just the end of the clip, so I can see like what transpired prior to that even occurring. And then I would even say put together clips of where things could have went better. Like, you could have just had the ball, you ended up passing it up, you could throw it in there so then I could be able to see, okay, does he have an opportunity to score here? Or you may have turned it over, or you may have missed this, or defensively you messed up, you got blown by. Like, put that stuff in there as well. Because the key to growth is fixing the things that you do wrong. Right? It's not just always seeing the good and reinforcing the right behavior. It's also correcting the bad behavior. And so it's 2 parts of it. A lot of people just like to reinforce and like watch their own highlights back and forth, but then you're gonna keep making the same mistakes because you never brought them to light, right? You never bring them to light. You never go and adjust it. It's gonna make shit 10 times tougher. So I think that might be all we got though. You think form shooting is quick to learn? Form shooting? What you mean by quick to learn? What you mean necessarily by quick to learn? I would say it takes time to build the necessary mechanics that form shooting it'll reap the fruit of, but I would say it also is tough for a lot of people because the mental aspect of it. Let me pull up this breakdown as well. I'm about to pull up this breakdown. Hey, we about to be locked in. Mind you, I got mostly it's like half the breakdown is Luka, or actually like 2/3, and then the rest of it is like some shit on Kyrie and Shea. And I got some shit on Kyrie and Shea to start this, and it's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? You probably gonna be like, how the hell do you catch that on? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. It's the mind, bro. It's the mind. What's the main thing you look at when watching film? I look at everything. I usually gotta look at the action, see what's going on, and see the result, and then you gotta question. But it's a tough thing to do because the most powerful thing you can do is think, and film is really all thinking. And so if you're not great at being able to use your own thought, it's going to be tough to watch film. So, like, you're not going to be able to know what to question. You're not going to be able to know what to, assess and, like, know what to adjust and think about how you can produce a solution. It's going to be tough to do all those things if you don't embrace thinking, like, to its fullest and all of what you do. So, 10 seconds each. Let me get your opinion. Oh, give me 1 sec. I'll peep that before I start this breakdown. So Reggie says, quick summary, work on my base, staying low so I can save waste of movement and flowing better to my shot. Yeah, start with that. Because I don't want to even throw too many things at you at the same time where it's like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym and work on 3 things. Just fix this one habit. Fix that one habit. Um, Embrace thinking, yeah. You gotta, but the thing is, you can't just think about basketball. You gotta think about everything you do. Like I think of like all my days spent utilizing thought in some manner, some way, shape, or form. So you got to do it in everything. I'm getting skilled, but I'm so weak I can't compete with the bigger guys. Have you tried to learn how to play smart instead of trying to play strong? Utilizing your speed and utilizing your feet and being more conditioned than everybody, so then you could be able to play at a motor and at a speed that's just way more than everybody else. Have you thought about trying that? Instead of trying to thinking the only solution is I got to get big. Because in reality, if you try to get as big as those dudes, you're going to work your way out of the game and out of your competition, because everything you do on offense is going to be gone because your movement is going to be ass. Your susceptibility to injury is going to be increased. Your offensive game, because your movement is worse, your speed is worse, athleticism is worse, is going to be worse as a whole. Offensively, defensively, you're going to be worse because even though you may be able to take some hits, you're trying to bulk and put on weight, and that's the wrong weight to put on. And so now laterally as a defender, you're going to be slower. It all leads to you getting worse if you try to play into what they do and not embrace what you do. So you got to think, okay, what's another solution instead of me trying to do what they do? Like I told you, you got to play smart and you got to increase your conditioning, your motor, so you can just outwork. You see, if Fred VanVleet is smaller than every fucking body, but yet he'll switch on to every fucking body. I don't think a lot of y'all understand that. It's because his motor. He'll play 40 minutes a night for 82 games. Don't give a fuck. He's out there. And that's just a testament to his work ethic and his dedication to make up for what he lacks in, which is height, which is size, and he utilizes, and he's able to make up for that because of his motor. His motor. The work that he puts in on his body, the conditioning that he does for himself, the skills that he's also equipped himself with. Little things like, instead of always shooting regular threes, I got to make sure I learn how to shoot that shit 20 feet in the air because I got to shoot over people who's 7 foot, right? Always shooting in my base, so then I could be able to be as quick as possible when it comes to shooting. I could be as quick as possible when it comes to driving, because in the driving aspect, if I start lower, if I already start loaded, I now have more action potential. Now I'm talking about physiology. I'm talking about how you literally will be quicker from a cellular perspective, because when you do have your muscles contracted and ready to go, it's just go, instead of having to load it and then go, which is why you always see him playing low and playing ready, like playing low in his base, right? So you got to think of different ways to work around it. So yeah, can you give me advice about the fact that I feel more comfortable and play way better when playing ones, twos, and threes, but when real games comes, I crumble? Because more variables you have to take into account for. You're not accustomed to the spacing, and the only way for you to get better at that is to actually just play 5-on-5 all the time, as often as you can. And if not 5-on-5, then 4-on-4. And even when you work out, I want you to envision how it's like when you play 5-on-5, and not think about how it's going to be like when you play 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or 1-on-1. Simple as that. Usually that's the problem for most of y'all. Let my right shoulder to the rim, release my elbow. Hey, what you call it? Who is this here? Who sent this? And Jag. Hopefully you're still here. But yeah, I got this on the screen, by the way. I ain't forget. Mistakes in the film. Your survivorship bias. Now I'm enough space here to explain, but you can go with it because you should reinforce weaknesses. What you mean? When you tell people to include mistakes in the film, you're kind of referring to survivorship bias, because you shouldn't reinforce weaknesses. You shouldn't reinforce weaknesses. You bring it to light so you understand what it is, and you adjust it going forward, and you drop it damn near at that point. I don't know what you kind of mean by that, but elaborate. Lose weight, be more explosive. The thing with that, it's like lose weight, that's a caloric thing. That's what you eat. Be more explosive, that can't be done in a single workout in itself and just done repetitively. Unless it's the phase 1 of my vert program. That's a different thing. But most likely it's not going to be exactly that. Hey, Jag, who am I watching? Am I watching 30? Am I watching 30? Am I watching, I think 30? Okay. Yeah, 30. And how many clips you sent, by the way? Let me double check. You sent 2 clips. Slow buckets. Slow buckets. Let me see. If y'all gonna send the highlights, I'll just send anything as to what you should reinforce. And let me tell y'all where you could reinforce this, just as a whole. Because a lot of y'all face the same level of pressure, but y'all just not poised enough just to remain poised. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't, you let this type of pressure get to you, but you just look how relaxed. Like, he may be older, but even if you're playing in high school, this is the same type of full court pressure you see. But you just relaxed. It's just relaxed. You end up realizing that if they jump out on something, boom, change direction. You got a screen going the other way. And y'all got to also take into account this. As a ball handler, you have the luxury of being able to see the whole floor when a defender could only see what's in front of them, right? And so you could lead your defender whatever way you need to so that you could be able to get to where you want. So like leading somebody left to then go back right because you got to screen that side, and the person guarding you does not know that. So automatically, he's off of you, and now you're attacking the drop. Now it just boils down to what way do you like to score, you know? So it's important to also understand the fact they can't see behind them. A lot of people don't just really understand, like, oh shit, I could fake this and go this way, and you know what I'm saying? All that matters is who you compete against. Who you compete against. And even in a situation like this, it's like, this is his competition. This shit working. Exactly. Look, same shit again. He stops, he looks right. He could pass to somebody. Is there anybody really right there to pass to? Yeah, he still jumps out. Because he just doesn't know what's behind him. And then especially when you even go slow. They don't know what you're going to do. I don't think y'all understand that if you go slow, that's the hardest thing to guard. Because it tells the defender he could see everything. Like, he's slow enough to where it's like he could pick you apart. He could pass to this person, pass to that person. He could score. So they're going to be caught in no man's land most time. And if you do score, they're going to be late on the contest. Boom, you can get the bucket. So, yeah, just playing at your pace, though. Playing at your pace. If you don't got a jumper, I'll say make sure you go and get a jumper. Make sure you go and get a jumper. Make sure you go and get a jumper. I don't know who sent this. I don't know if you in chat still, but whose name is this? Nuke? But I'll say, look, this is cool to do like after a, you know what I'm saying, like after a little workout just to see what you're capable of doing. But I want to challenge you in this, right? I want you to go do a workout or go do like a mini dunk session. If you're still in here, go do a mini dunk session. You should be. You just sent this. But go do a mini dunk session where you have one dribble to get from the three-point line to the rim and dunk. Because what's going to happen in the game, right, is that you'll probably play off the spot up. You could attack the pass. You'll have one dribble to take, and that forces you to take the most distance and the maximum stride length on all your steps. So then you can get to the rim as quick as possible, right? And that's an actual in-game scenario where you will dunk. But something like this where you may do some tweens and get into a windmill, that alone, just being able to do a windmill like that, I know you could jump. Right? I know you could jump. So it should be easier for you to do what I said, but do like game-specific things that lead to dunking, right? So like what I was talking about, playing off the spot up, attacking the pass, one dribble off the right foot, off the left foot, left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot, two hands, right foot, two hands. Get the full package as well. So I'll say get that. If you learn how to like really dunk any hand, any foot, you coming in the lane and you're gonna be so fucking unpredictable. And you seem young too, so like this may be like just starting. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you could do something as simple as this. Think about your team sets. Think about the plays that you run. And then literally just dunk off of those. It could be that simple. That's how simple you can really keep workouts. And also at the same time, don't put all your eggs in one basket of dunking and jumping. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Let me see. Buddy thought he could take a charge. Jit goof ass. Jit was so late. Jit was so late. I don't know why you tried it. But you already know you could dunk. You already know you could jump. And I like to say the same thing about Scoot Henderson, right? Y'all was so hyped off Scoot to start the season, right? Rookie of the year. Who is it going to be? Wemby or him? Heel's not even in the conversation most of the time. The reason for that being is that if you just track back to when he was in high school, right? The one thing I know Scoot Henderson knew is that he was athletic than everybody he played against, every single person, and not even just by a little bit, by miles, leaps and bounds more athletic than anybody he played against. So now what ended up happening is that he got to high school, relied on athleticism. He got to the G League, relied on athleticism. Now you got to the league, where once you even got to the G League, the athleticism, the gap is shrunk, right? We got a little closer, but not that close to where you can still cook and still get busy. But now you get to the NBA, the best of the best 450, right? The best 450, damn near, really maybe like the best of the 500, 550. Maybe that's a different conversation. But you now got to the point where your athleticism has now caught up with your competition. You're still more athletic, but the thing is now he does not know how to apply that athleticism in the manners to then have advantage over his opponents because he doesn't have the skills around that athleticism to utilize it. And so you'll get yourself stuck if you think, oh, I'm already got the most bounce. I already got the most speed. I already got all this X, Y, and Z right now. You may dominate now, but it's going to catch up someday. It's going to catch up. That's a guarantee. I don't know when, but it's going to. And really, when could damn near be college? You know, it depends on certain players. But when you go into the gym, don't always prioritize the finishing, the dunking, and all this little other stuff. Make sure that you actually go to the gym and work on the other skills that you need. The catch and shoot. The ability just to move off the ball and like learn how to actually do things beyond just dunking and utilizing athleticism. So make sure you expand your game. Make sure you expand your game. Okay, so he sent some other stuff in right quick. This is probably about to be the last one. So I go to the gym at 14, like to work out and shit. Yeah, just be careful how much weight you use. Be careful how much weight you use. Oh, he played for Under Armour. I just realized he had an Under Armour circuit. Same thing always applies though. Don't put all the eggs in the basket. You know what I'm saying? There's a level, because the thing is when it comes to shooting, dribbling, all this shit, there's so many levels to it, bro. And like once you fall in love with that and you just have that athleticism like right here, right? Once you just like love to learn how to get that skill, the athleticism, you already got that shit natural, it's gonna be like, yo, this shit's getting easy. This shit's getting easy, man. This shit's getting easy. And also learn how to like actually score in offensive sets. Like learn how to score in a real pick and roll, handoff situations, learning how to move off the ball, like set a screen, slip, and little things like that. Cut into the rim as well, you know. Learn how to do that, because that's what you need. I want you to think ahead in college, because you're most likely gonna go to college. You know what I'm saying? You most likely gonna go to college. So prepare yourself for college and not for the competition that you're in right now. So think about the skill that you'll need there, type of position that you'll play there, and all those little things. But expand upon it. And make sure your grades. All the skills won't matter if you don't got your grades straight. A lot of people can't get to the level that they want to play just because their grades aren't there. Simply because of that. But damn, we've been live for an hour 24. We've just been watching film and shit. But yeah, we about to get into the breakdown though. Let me show you the stream is straight. Boom. Alright, let me get this posted on the gram. Then we're gonna be talking about some Kyrie, talk about a little bit of Shea, but mainly a lot of Luka. Mainly a lot of Luka. So let me get this post on Instagram right quick. Put this on the story. Let me go here. Then get that. Let me go this Kyrie clip. Boom. Let's go there. And by the way, make sure y'all join the Discord. Make sure y'all join the Discord expeditiously. I'm about to start dropping mad gems on there. I'm about to start dropping mad gems. Mad gems. If you're not there, you're just missing out because it's literally free. Like, all you got to do is make an account, solve a CAPTCHA. Hopefully you got the IQ to solve a CAPTCHA. And you should be straight. You can get all the gems. Boom, right there. Get that right there. Then I go there, go there, go there, go there. Not go bear. Go there, there, there. Then I'll go there. And then I'll actually switch this right quick. You think the Mavs and Thunder are going to go Game 7? I think the Mavs might close it out. I think the Mavs are going to close it out, if you ask me. You ask me, I think they may close it out. I think they're going to close it out. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Who do y'all got for this, and who do y'all got for Nuggets Wolves? Because I'm not going to be live until Monday, where the game's already going to be done. But let me know who y'all got. Let me know who y'all got. I'm gonna need to get some film next season. I told y'all all you need to do to get film. You need to get a tripod and set your phone up before a game happens, and then hit start and make sure you got storage. That's all you got to do. Make sure it's at 1080p quality, maybe like 50 frames. 50 frames to be solid. You only need 60. You know what I'm saying? Conserve space, conserve storage. But yeah, let me drop this as well in the Discord. Breakdown starting now. Boom, boom. Let's get it. Let's get it. Time to get busy, man. The moment we've been waiting for. The moment we've been waiting for. Let me go here right quick. All right, boom. We solid. Hold on. You said Wolves and Mavs, SGA can't do shit. SGA's been dropping like 30 plus every single game. He can do shit. It just boils down to everybody else. I think the next step for the Thunder is for Jalen Williams or Chet to take themselves to scoring 22, 23 a game. I think that's their next step. If they want to reach that next level, like they got to get to a consistent like 23, like a real number 2. You know what I'm saying? You need a real number 2 for them to actually establish themselves as contenders. And so until that happens, I don't think we're going to see Thunder get much, much further. So I'm waiting for one of them to take a leap. One of them got to take a leap. They can't keep splitting it. It's like, oh, maybe you're 2 or I'm 2. One of them's going to have to take 2. Like, you're going to have to take that shit. Honestly, I think the Mavs, I think Mavs got it. Nuggets Wolves a toss up. When I make a school team, you gonna see all my games, fam. All right, bet that, Ricky. Bet that, Ricky. Shea can't carry the whole team. Yep, that's why I said someone's gonna have to step up and be a 2. How much a cheap camera cost? You already got a phone. You know what I'm saying? You already got a phone. What you need the camera for? What you need the camera for? Like, you could get a camera, but just use your phone. I guarantee you it'll be good enough. Set that shit up on a tripod. You don't even have to unlock it to record. Just boom, go from the lock screen, hit it, good. Bro got an expensive camera. I'm talking about my camera. If you want to ask my camera, my shit is $1,200. This camera that you see me through using right now is a $1,200 camera. I may have to buy a new lens. I literally just thought about it. I was like, oh, I can buy a new lens. I may buy a new lens. But that lens is like $600 too. Shit. This shit's just expensive. But I was playing up and only joined halfway through, so I couldn't get much film. Okay, bet that. But let me get some water right quick. I don't know why I closed my bottle, but I need to get some water because we about to cook. We about to get busy. First and foremost, like I said before, this is mainly gonna be Kyrie, or mainly gonna be Luka, but I got some shit on Kyrie and Shea to start the breakdown, and then we're gonna transition to some more Luka stuff. So, mind you, I'm about to lock in. Eating pasta and shrimp W meal. Seems solid. Better than McDonald's, Burger King, and all that other shit. At least depending on how you cook it. Hopefully you're not deep frying the shrimp or some shit. Yeah, just get a new tripod instead of getting an expensive camera, gang. You're gonna be operating much better. Much better just fixing the tripod. Or get a new tripod. You're gonna be fucked up. Just get a new tripod. It's just like $20, bro. It's just like $20. But let me talk about this. This is gonna be damn. Holy shit. Damn. I be doing that shit sometimes. But yeah, let's get started though. I gotta go full speed for this first 2 clips, right? So pay attention. So Kyrie, Shea, then we get into Luka, like I said. So this what makes Kyrie an in-game genius. He gets this catch right here with Isaiah Joe. He faces up, 10 on the clock. He goes left into a pull-up, and as a righty fading to that left, I'm going to brick it because that contest is on my inside hand. But what he's going to make the adjustment on the next time he gets the ball, here, Isaiah Joe, I read the clock. I got 7 left. I now end up attacking, and instead of going to that pull-up on that left side, I say fuck it, and I just use my left off the glass bucket. He ended up realizing, oh shit, I can't use this inside hand. And good thing Kyrie's Kyrie, and he just went to that left. And not to say that y'all need that left as well, but ultimately what it boils down to is for someone like Kyrie, you're going to get so much shit taken away that I may end up having to go to this left. A lot of y'all won't need to even be in that scenario. So Kyrie, he just, luckily I got this left, I got this hook, the float, whatever it is. Kyrie's Kyrie. And also same thing here with Shea. This player won't say opinion on boiled eggs. I don't think it's a problem if it's boiled or scrambled or whatever. I don't think it's really a problem. But should be cool. You get all the nutrients you need. But right here with Shea, this shit really might like blow your mind for a second because it's really ridiculous how consistent this shit is. So pay attention. Right? I don't think y'all realize Shea uses the same move on the same defenders every single time. He's got Daniel Gafford. He got the ball. He brings it out to his left. Delayed tween going to the right. Dunk. That's one time, right? First time. Now I go to his right side. I got Gafford again. I bring the ball out. Go to my left side. Delayed tween to my right side. Get to the rim. Lay. Bucket. Tough. Second time. You think it was just 2 times of coincidence? Look at the third time. I got Derek Lively now. Different defender, still a big. I get the switch. What do? Bring the ball out to my left, delay tween to my right, stop, and I end up getting a foul. Bring me to the free throw line. He does the same shit. And y'all got to realize, if you want to be able to score, at certain times, this is going to call for the same move. It's just about you being able to read the scenario, right? You just got to actually make the read and not just do shit just to do shit. Players like Shea, that's why they're so consistent. They're so efficient. They don't try to do a whole bunch of shit. They keep that shit simple. Keep that shit condensed. But the delayed tween, 0 bag. Hey, he cooking. Cooking with it, though. Bro spamming. This he does spam that shit, but it worked 3 times. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, gang. So, now pay attention to this. I want you to really pay attention to this play. Right? So, here. This what it looks like when your coach says to be ready to shoot. Right? Look. Kyrie calls this play. Horns. Look at Derrick Jones Jr. Watch Derrick Jones Jr. He now works his way down to the corner. And what does he do? He wipes his hands. He wipes his face because Luka's coming off 2 screens at the top. And watch Isaiah Joe. He's now stepping over to that midline. And Luka's going to make this read. And Derrick Jones Jr. knew exactly that because that's the play call. And that's what I got to be prepared for in this play exactly. So, knowing what you're about to run, prepare yourself for what you're going to get. That's a great read by Luka as well. Great read by Luka as well. I got to go back on that too. Right? Because pay attention to this aspect of it. Because you already know Isaiah Joe to step in. What Luka did is that he got all the way into the paint, jumped the pass and still looking at the rim so that Isaiah Joe cannot go and close out until he sees the ball already going there. And by that time, he's too late. Derrick Jones hits his first one, and he ends up going 6 for 6 from 3 in the first quarter. Tough. Or not in the first quarter. He ends up going 6 for 6 from the field in the first half. First quarter would have been absolutely insane. That would have been ridiculous. So that's for y'all high school hoopers too. This for y'all high school hoopers. So Kyrie's got Jalen Williams, and he's been disrupting them crazy throughout the series, right? Kyrie's been at like 12 points, 9 points, you know what I'm saying? Low totals. But when you got a defender who's this aggressive and you go against a team who tends to switch a lot, the key to this is just to set a ball screen and slip out of it, because the person who's aggressive is going to be late on that chase or on that switch. They're going to probably end up going over, which is going to open up that slip. And as simple as that, you're able to get the ball into that middle, float game, you should get easy buckets. Darius Jr. underrated. Yeah, he's got it. It's also about fit. It's also about fit as well. It's also about fit. So he's got a great fit in Dallas, and he just knows his role, and he knows what he's got to do. So now pay attention to this, right? Look at this shot right here by Luka. If y'all want to be able to hit shots that Luka hits right here, like it's just like, yo, you threw that up, circus shot. Honestly, I couldn't really tell you much about it. You just got to start hooping more and more, because the skill that's required for you to be able to knock down those shots is just concentration, it's focus, and also it's body control. And now Luka, he's got all that shit down to a T. So I can't really tell you much about it. You just got to hoop, bro. You got to hoop, and some shit is just like, yo, I made it. Some shit is like, yo, I don't even try to work on this shot. I just fucking made it. That's what it usually is most times. Now pay attention to this right here with Shea. Pay attention. I talked about this last stream, right? So notice. So Shea now gets lively going to this right. You got Chet slipping out on that left side. And so Shea just reads until this side is clear. Got shooter on the left. Cross going to that left side. Now pay attention. When Shea gets into this paint, look at his eyes. Hold on. Let me see if I can actually get it. Let me see if I can get the frame. Because this shit is low-key lagging. My shit low-key lagging right now. But pay attention, right? Let's see if we can even see it. Right there. Fuck, I can't even peep it. Let me close out some tabs right quick. This shit is delayed like a motherfucker. Let me close that out. Let me close this out. Let me close this out. Let me close that out. Hopefully this is going to help a little bit. Hopefully this helps a little bit. But fuck it, let's get back to it. Because everything right now is low-key a little delayed. I don't know if it took so long, but notice. Watch what Luka does. Since he gets left, he sees 3 in the paint. Oh, shit. I got Lou Dort on that weak side. He got it shake down. I just wrap that around lively. Boom, get that to Dort. Spot up shot. Knock that one down. Easy bucket. So just reading how many people are in certain areas, and if you understand where a defender is, you could track where you must throw the ball next. That tracking gets easy. But now let's talk about this too. You got to understand players as moves, right? You got to understand players as moves. So first and foremost, pay attention, right? So notice, I'm going to talk about the move in itself and the read on the move. The only reason why Luka got this right here and ends up getting into this, what would be a step back, is because what Lou Dort did. Pay attention to Lou Dort, right? So notice, right? The only reason Luka entered a step back on this is because look at Lou Dort. He floods from that weak side. And so now Luka is not going to have space if he even wants to drive that direction. So he says, all right, let me get into a step back going to my left. And now even if you think, oh, that's one play, he's probably even do that for that reason. Look at this next play. All right, look at this next play. So now this time, I got Jalen Williams. Same spot, triple threat. J-Dub on the flood. And also I got Isaiah Joe on this elbow, right? And now the ball pressure I got up top because he knows he has help. So I don't got space left. I don't got space right. I really only got space going back. Perfect for my step back. And so even though he does end up taking this and missing it, that's Luka's shot, right? At that point, that was him who missed it, and it wasn't really the defense so much. Now pay attention. Hold on. Luka playing defense. Luka was playing defense. Hey, let me say this right quick too. Luka could play defense when he feels like playing defense. And so not just on the ball, but really off the ball in these closeout situations, because he's staying in front of moves, not just the first one, but the second one. But the key to being able to stay in front of that, which a lot of hoopers really don't understand, and it stops them from being able to be good defenders, is this, right? Really pay attention. Is that The second this gets swung over, watch Luka's eyes. He's gonna look and decide to read what Aaron Wiggins is gonna do, and he ends up jabbing. So I stop short. Boom, I move back, show hands. Then I move back once again, establish angles so I can stay in front and continuously show hands. Makes another move, stays in front of that. First play, but notice, Luka is doing this consistently throughout the game, right? He's not the greatest on-ball defender, but off the ball, he can move his feet when he wants to. So really notice, now he's got Chet. Jalen Williams, top, swings at the Chet, turns, I got to make the read on Chet's body, right? He catches in a split, he not going to shoot. I step, move backwards, stop going back. That's a crazy flashbang, right? He gets to a stop. He goes the other direction, reach around the backside, poke that out. And guess how much time I left you on the shot clock, right? Because I actually wanted to put some effort in defensively and be able to get this stop, because it is the playoffs, right? It is the playoffs. Shot clock violation right there. Luka puts his mind to it. He could play defense. But sometimes, the regular season, it gets a lot of games, he does get lazy. And that's the truth of it. It's going to happen. Now notice this too. This was also a big move for the Mavs. I think a lot of people overlook this in playoffs. So understand, when just going into playoff games, there's certain players you game plan for and there's certain players you do not. Jaden Hardy is not someone the Thunder plan to game plan for, right? And so now he has the ball going up this right side. Luka points, go his way. So you check in, and they don't really got a coverage to guard Jaden Hardy, right? What way do we send him? What direction? What shot do we lead him into? They don't know. So Jaden Hardy, at his point, he's just hooping. He don't got to really worry about making a whole bunch of extra reads because they don't have a defense that's loaded up for him. So now Luka's able to conserve, and he's just practically playing 4-on-4 at this point, and he can just kind of get to his spots and do what he does. And so buckets like that go a long way, especially in the playoffs where you face a lot of close games. Now peep this as well. Now Luka, of course, he knows who he wants to attack, right? Calling up for that ball screen, Josh Green, because he got Giddey right here on you, right? You got Josh Giddey on you. You tell him to step high. Shea got him. But the thing is, there's two screens. Hold on, peep that. That's the thing that messed up this entire play, right? So notice, right? Luka calls up for a screen from Josh Green because he got Giddey. He wants to attack that matchup. But what ends up happening is that Giddey tells Shea to go high, so Giddey don't got to switch on to Luka Doncic. But there's two screens coming. So even though Shea is here and does switch to this first one, he's coming off another one where J-Dub is not going to switch, where I'm going to have a hard hedge. And by having this hard hedge, the thing you got to read in this situation is not J-Dub right here, right? And if you think so, you think too small-minded and won't be able to excel at the game, right? The key in this situation is to read this weak side, because watch what Aaron Wiggins does. He steps over into the paint, he hooks that to the corner to Jaden Hardy. High quality look, doesn't go down, but you understand how someone like Luka reads the floor. And all these other players read the floor. Because you already know what's going to happen at the top. I got to see who's on that weak side is going to take away what I want to get, which is that roll from Gafford or a slip and a pop from whoever is also in that screening action. Now, peep this as well with Kyrie. This play is tough. Now, the same concept goes, right? So, when Kyrie catches this right here, Jalen Williams is not the issue. It's Josh Giddey, because pay attention. He's got P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington goes to the other side of the floor, right? Josh Giddey stayed in the same exact spot. So, this tells Kyrie, I got to step on Jalen Williams. I don't got space if I want to get to the rim, because on top of Giddey, I got Chet. No Diddy. Right? So now I end up getting to my side step, going to my right, and I get my bucket. Tough bucket. You got to read the space that you got and read the help. And the help's really going to determine what looks you could get. Josh Giddey shot a little broke. But peep Derek Lively, though. Let me see what y'all saying in chat. How you grow the beard, everything grow but the chin hair. There's techniques, and I don't even know what the techniques are, but people say some shit works, but I don't do nothing. A lot of it is genetics. watching Jokic videos, trying to read the defense, how he does, and doing some research on how to build my IQ similar to him. Not literally copying him, but I'm studying. Understand, if you study it, it could help you because your capacity of thinking, but the application portion of it may not necessarily be the same. But at least you know, like certain things to look for in certain situations, and like what certain things mean. Like someone stepping over when you got a cut or some shit like that, and making that pass, like those things could help go a long way. What could he have done? What could he do to have gone past Luka? On those closeouts, I mean, those closeouts just the thing about it's not necessarily all the time like, oh, I got to do this to get by him in this scenario, and I got to think 10 times ahead. Like you just got to see how they guard it, and you just kind of play in a flow and see what you got out of it. So like if he guards your first move well, then you may have to go into a second. If you don't got a second, you may not even go to a third. You may just have to pass that shit up. So maybe you've just shot the ball. Maybe allow him to get closer. Catch, hesitate, pump fake for a second, then rip through once he's tighter to your body. So maybe you could do something like that instead. Knowing that he's gonna close out hard, but once as soon as you get body to body with me, you get close. I got the speed on you already. So maybe that's something you could do. How do I learn to make those type of reads in the game? You play. You see it here. You play and adjust the decision that you make when you play. Simple as that. Simple process. The process for growth in basketball is a very simple process that not a lot of people like to utilize, but it just requires reflection, correction, or reflect and reinforce. Reflect and correct, or reflect and reinforce. Remember that. So, but also I want you to pay attention after you hear. It's on this next play. I want to talk about with Lively. So notice this. So now, where is this? Oh no, I went back way too far. Oh shit, I went back 3 plays. Jeez, how far did I go back? Damn, I didn't know I went that far back. But pay attention, right? Pay attention to this play. Oh, is my keyboard? That's what's going on. I thought my shit was lagging, but my keyboard is dying. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. My keyboard was dying, bro. I was like, bro, I thought my stream was lagging. Like, I was hitting spacebar and that shit was delayed. And I was looking down, I'm like, wait, that shit flashing in and out. That shit about to die. There we go. I thought my shit was lagging, bro. I thought I was tripping. This whole time, bro. I'm bugging. But pay attention. Right? So, you got Lively on this closeout with Giddey. That's Lively on Giddey. No Diddy, right? But pay attention, because Lively usually guards Chet. And Chet is the one who's going to have to take him on the other side of the floor. No Diddy. This shit sounds crazy. But look, Lively running along the sideline, right? Luka gets the pass. He knows exactly that. Eyes look straight down, because Chet is still behind the play, underneath the rim. And so at this point, I just got to get this down to Lively, who actually ran the floor hard. And so if you're Chet in this situation, you got to make sure you get back and you're able to go and cross match instead of just running back like everything's regular, degular, schmegular. You got to go and get your man. Or somebody's got to pick up on him at least. I thought you was getting retwist. That shit was a while ago. I got a retwist a fat minute ago. But I ain't doing no, no retwist for a little minute. I'm about to let my shit rock. But pay attention to this. Right? Pay attention. The beauty of playing in transition is that you're able to get cross matches. Right? You're able to get your mismatches. And so with Kyrie not having a Cason Wallace or a Lou Dort or a Shea in this situation, he's got an Isaiah Joe. Typically, he's so used with that Jalen Williams guarding him. And Jalen Williams, 6'6", like 7 foot plus wingspan, like 7'2". So I can't get into certain shit when he's around me and in my area. Right? I can't get into these typical pull-ups because he has a length to stop it. But now Isaiah Joe, though, this is a different thing. And so the bag I can tap into right here is my triple threat game where I'm able to pull this over the top because the height's not that much of a difference. So you got to understand the type of bag you want to use according to the defender you have. And so you got to even be careful with the word bag, because a lot of y'all think I got to have these abundance of moves. But you could have a set of a few things, a few basic things, like Kyrie with that triple threat shot, and you could utilize that according to your defender. You don't need to have a whole bunch of layers and combos of a bunch of moves. You don't. Peep this as well. Another thing with Lou Dort. So, the thing this entire series is that Lou Dort was pressuring Luka a shit ton, right? Full court, half court, off the ball, on the ball. He was pressuring him all the time, right? But the thing is, when I get out in transition, that pressure is alleviated because you cannot pressure me going backwards. And this is where Luka could even take more advantage of playing in transition, because with the backpedaling defender, someone who is at your mercy damn near and is vulnerable, susceptible to picking up a foul with just one bad reach, you get out in transition more, higher quality looks, less pressure, more buckets, easier way to build rhythm. Now peep this too. Peep this. Peep this. This is a cool concept though. But you know when you talk about playmakers and it's like, just do something and they'll see you. They'll find you. You can do anything, right? And they'll find you. This is what they mean. Because when Luka gets off the screen going right, the tag is going to be Case and Wallace, right? The weak side is going to be that tag man. But on the strong side, though, you got Isaiah Joe as well stepping over. So you got two tags, but this come from the middle of the floor. So they don't even know who's responsible for getting the tag entirely. So what ends up happening is that he's just reading these two. And as a byproduct, you see Derrick Jones Jr. cut along that baseline. Easy two right there. Derrick Jones Jr. made that play himself, and Luka found him. So if you got playmakers like that around you, or if you just have players who just know how to read the floor, go and do what you need to do, instead of waiting and just playing in the course of a play in itself. Make a play within the play. Now here too. A lot of people don't like these plays. A lot of people. Now, really pay attention. A lot of people want to get on Luka for this type of effort, but understand, by him just simply being in the mix, this has already created an advantage. Because even though it is a 4-on-4, and Jalen Williams is denying, you now have the whole floor to be able to play 4-on-4. And also on top of that, you got PJ Washington with Isaiah Joe. So now you already created another advantage. On top of the space, you also got the numbers. You got Case and Wallace on this pull-in. And so what ends up happening, now PJ Washington, do your thing, right? Utilize your size. You got two on you. All you got to do is find the open shooter, hit it to Derrick Jones Jr. in the corner. Boom, he knocks that down. Like I said, 15 points in the first half, 6 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3, just by him being ready. That shit's going to be insane. That shit's going to be insane. How can I balance trying to score with being able to play within the system my coach wants me to? I don't think you realize they're one and the same thing. All you got to do within the course of your system is find good opportunities to score. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like literally, there's a lot of like this is a general question. Like this is something everybody asks, right? So understand, right? A lot of y'all wonder, how can I balance scoring with playing in a system? But it's literally the same thing. The system is meant for you to score. Why? Because the coach doesn't write a play for you to go and run from the corner to the wing, then from the wing to the corner or some shit. He doesn't tell you to do all that stuff just because he wants you to go out there and do cardio. He wants you to do all those things so you can be able to see the floor and opportunities for you to go and make a play. And a play could lead to you scoring. So it doesn't just mean run the play top to bottom and not look for anything within it. If you run the play and look for what's within it, then you'll be able to find opportunities to score. But the problem is with a lot of hoopers is that they don't even know the play enough so that they could automatically, their body could go through the rhythm of the play and their mind could see what's within the play and what's going on. A lot of y'all even struggle remembering a play, right? So if you have a hard time remembering plays, then your ability to make plays within a play is going to be extremely limited because you're only going to be thinking about what you have to do, meaning going from A to B, then B to C, then C to D, right? So you got to make sure you got your playbook. You know your playbook like the back of your hand. You got that shit down pat. You know the ins and outs of it, every spot you're going to be in, every spot of the players, and how the defense is going to shift over if you really do want to maximize your ability to score within a offense, within the system. So that's a general question. A lot of people would really wonder that. Lack of experience hurt them? Well, most definitely. The less experience you have, the less you'll know. So it's not like they could really do anything about it. You're going to have to go through it at some point. So I can't even say it hurts them because, like, you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. Let's keep this pushing, though. This play is a gem, too. This play is a gem. This play is a gem, right? So notice, right? When Luka gets into his post-up, he looks over the shoulder and sees Shea pointing to J-Dub, telling him to get into help. And as a chain reaction of that, Isaiah Joe now has to pinch in on Gafford on that dunker. And so what Luka does when he sees two now by reading all the other help, he's not even worried about the double, and he knows where he's got to throw the ball, which is that weak side corner for an open three. Despite the miss, high quality look once again, high level read. And I want to talk about Josh Green. I want to talk about Josh Green. But peep this. Even though you see somebody like Josh Green ready to shoot right here, all because you had all that base ready to shoot, you still ain't shoot. I don't get this sometimes, man. I don't get this sometimes. A lot of y'all hoopers be sitting here like this, a little zesty, but ready to shoot. But even when you get the time to shoot, you don't shoot, and you don't even have a closeout on you. Read your closeout, and you will prevent opportunities like this, right? You'll stop these type of situations where you're thinking too much, and you end up turning the ball over. Just hoop. If you're ready to shoot, then shoot. That was a short-ass closeout. You just got to do what you do, man. Do what you do. A lot of people be thinking about that shit too much. D1 water drinker. It's crazy you got to talk about how people drink a lot of water. It's kind of sad. We got to talk about how I drink a lot of water. Y'all should be drinking the same amount of water as well. Now, maybe it's because I'm working out every day. But I don't know. But P this as well. This is a little thing playing in. There ain't no bass. As zesty as bass. I told you, brother. Ready to shoot in the bass, a little zesty. That shit was a little zesty, I ain't gonna lie. It had the ass poking out. But peep this. So Luka ends up getting this rebound, right? And what does transition bring? Opportunities for you to get mismatches or favorable matchups, right? And so what happens now, Luka runs hard towards that middle, and Lou Dort tries to get there. I can't get there. So Jalen Williams has to get Luka instead of Lou Dort being able to get Luka. And so now Luka is going to get more into what he wants to get into. Pump fake, give up, fake the give and go, get it right back. And Jalen Williams, even though he is solid defensively, got a good hand, he's not as familiar guarding Luka as Lou Dort is. So that whole play itself was a little more comfortable for Luka because I just want to see a different defender. Now pay attention. Luka and Kyrie be doing the same shit. It's funny. Now notice, you got Kyrie at the top over here, right? And now look at the spacing. You got Josh Green on the left, PJ Washington going through, Daniel Gafford over there, right? And so ultimately, you'll see Kyrie and Luka always do this, which is when they go in attack, they use each other. They use each other's gravity. And so what ends up happening, Kyrie goes right. Now, ultimately, he's not going to get his bucket, right? I'm telling you now, he's not going to get his bucket. But he goes right because Luka's man's not going to help completely. He misses. But when Luka now gets the opportunity to go in attack, he's going to see the spacing as well and be like, okay, no help from this side. I'm also going to attack this way, and I'm going to go right, and I'm going to get into my floater. You'll see him get into a lot of the same shit oftentimes. And it's really because they're going the same directions off of each other. And he really just flips spots. Now pay attention, right? I'm gonna speed this up the first go through. I'm gonna speed this up right quick. Y'all really need to understand this. This is a tough ass play by Jalen Williams, right? Tough ass play, right? So a lot of the times when y'all teams get dunked on, it really don't be your fault, right? It really don't be your fault. So pay attention. So notice, Jalen Williams got Daniel Gafford in transition. Luka, the weak side defender, decides to turn his back. And what happens directly right off of that? He gets into the size up, attacks to the middle. Luka doesn't even help, and now his teammate gets dunked on because he wasn't in help. You got to make sure you're ready to play help at all times. You can't turn your back to the ball. Turn your back to the ball is crazy. So make sure you're always ready. You can see both your man and the ball at all times, and you're always ready to go. And you even see Luka, look. I don't know if he called a play, but that shit was definitely on him. That shit was most definitely on him. But peep this in this coverage. So this is so weird. This is very weird. So Luka's about to get a screen from Derrick Jones in the middle of the floor. And now if you just know the middle of the floor and you know basketball, the responsibilities are unknown, right? And so when you go from the wing, you know, all right, boom, we got the weak side from the corner, they gonna help, and you got this person, high man or low man, gonna tag. But in this situation, it's very different because since he's in the middle, who's on the tag? Is it supposed to be Shea on this tag, right? Because even if a pass, say, does end up thrown to the corner, and J-Dub sees a situation as, oh, I got to get this first pass out. But Shea tags, J-Dub also goes on that first pass out, right? And so what ends up happening, you got two on the ball from that one pass. And so, honest, J-Dub doesn't even know if Shea could get back in time. So that just caused a lot of chaos, and Kyrie gets in the lane, he gets a layup. So, also, once again, from the middle of the floor, you got another opportunity. Now you got P.J. Washington right side, Kyrie on that left, Derrick Jones Jr. about to step up on this once again. And so ultimately what happens now, all right, who's the tag? Where's this tag coming from? Shea's the tag man. And all Luka's got to do is read, where can I get this pass to, or can I get it through at all, right? Can I get Kyrie, give it here, possibly? Or if he's playing on this back side and he does a hard roll, soft rolls on that, short rolls on it, he could get the ball in the middle and make the play he needs to. Gafford down here, great patience with a pump fake and gets that too. So being able just to read that help and already know what coverage you got, it's going to go a long way. But now peep this. Peep this. Look, this is how you handle pressure and remain composed. Luka's got Lou Dort. He goes to the right side. He steps up on him. And now I decide, boom, I change direction. Lose the ball. And that's where a lot of y'all lose composure. But you got to maintain composure. Get the ball right back. He steps up tight. Change direction for the screen. And now with the screen, he blows that up. Ah, damn, he's getting in my grill, right? But now I go left, go back right. And guess what? He's already so antsy. He's already trying to pressure me so aggressively. Is that I'm going to use this screen as gravity. Boom, cross, break it base, and now I get into my step back and create all the space I need. Because the whole time, I just remained composed and got to where I needed to because I knew what we're about to run. All it really got to understand, what you're going to run, what you could actually see, and what the defender cannot see. Talked about that a little bit before as well in the stream, so same concept. Yo, what's good, Leo? What's good? What's good? But peep this as well. Peep this as well. So now Luka is able to get past Lou Dort. He's got the step, but does he really have the step? Because Luka is mad slow. So what he's gonna do now, pay attention to his stops, right? He stops here for a second. He's gonna end up getting Lou Dort to stop. And after Lou Dort stops, he's going to step forward. So what's Luka gonna do once again? Stop and actually get into a shot. So now you can't contest that, and I get an and one. That stop back to back, that's just tough to guard. And Lou Dort got fooled on that. Dallas gonna win it all type shit? That's crazy. That's crazy. But peep this as well. Fourth quarter-ish. Concept of gravity. Gravity is just creating advantages, creating numbers, forcing multiple people on the ball or players to commit and play extra help because of what certain players could do, right? And now you're going to end up leaving other players open. That's all it boils down to. It's what's going to pull the defense in your direction. That's really the definition of the gravity. Pulling the defense in your direction. Simple as that. So notice, now, with this being the fourth quarter, game plan, strategy, scheme is the most important thing. And the Dallas Mavericks found something they really like to work with now, which was Luka Doncic getting off of Lu Dort and getting Cason Wallace. Now, Cason Wallace could guard, but he's not going to be as aggressive and as dictating as a Lu Dort. So what's going to end up happening in these scenarios, he's just going to be there. Lu Dort would already be in his grill, touching him up, pause. So then he can lead him where he wants to. But now when Luka gets downhill, he gets to a bump, float over the top, gets that first bucket. One time, right? You seen the first one. Now he's got Lu Dort again, head nod right there, Kyrie on his way. And Lu Dort, you see the aggression, blows up the screen, gets called for the foul. But even though we didn't get it here, base sideline out of bounds, let's run it right back. Let's get this switch. So now pay attention, because Luka now has Cason Wallace posted up, but peep Shea. He points to that weak side so J-Dub can get this rotation. And immediately as Luka sees this, skip over before J-Dub drops, swing that to PJ Washington. And despite the fact of that, right, we crash in the glass as well. Poke out by Kyrie, and I just get an easy walk in right there and then. So knowing what you want to attack is vital. And mind you, this is still not done. Guess what time it is? Time to get buckets. 5 minutes left, right? We got 5 minutes left now. So Kyrie's got Cason Wallace. This time, he pitches that over to Luka on that right side. Screen comes immediately. You don't have much time to prepare. Out here flopping, man. You can't be doing that. Come on, man. What is he doing? Come on, man. So now he's got Cason Wallace on him now. Guess what? Attack this left side. You want to help strong side corner? You're going to get burned. All right, you're going to learn the hard way. PJ Washington's been knocking down a lot of shots. And that's another bucket right there and then. And now this play right here, it was hard for me to fathom. All right, this play was very hard for me to fathom. You got SGA going down the floor. One-on-one transition. Luka backpedaling. And what does Luka end up getting? A block. You know he was hype. That might have been the best defensive play Luka's had his whole career. Bro, he might have been the best defensive play he got his whole career. No cap. That's tough. Going backwards, turning, spinning, blocking Shea. I never thought I'd see that before. I didn't think I'd see that shit before. No cap. Even another angle on it. These plays is tough because Shea tried to go with the quick finish. He tried to go low off the glass. Luka, ready for that. He ain't get high off of it. But I can tell you, they got high on the series lead and took that series to 3-2. So that's the end of this breakdown. WWE Dort, bro got dropped. That's wild as fuck. Was Luka cheated from MVP? Shea was cheated for MVP. That's disrespectful, Wayne. Come on, man, lock in. I can't get up at fall. He be doing that same fall all the time, bro. You ain't get clipped like that. Attack the space of the cuts. Yeah, I didn't highlight it as well. I didn't highlight it crazy because I want to talk about the Mavs more so. But yeah, Jokic deserved the MVP. Shea did. I ain't gonna lie. You can't convince me otherwise, gang. Shea from 9th seed last year to the 1 seed this year, and on a young team like that, come on, man. But I'm about to slide out though. We've been live for 2 hours and 8 minutes, and I'm way over time when it comes down to stream time right now because all the film we was watching at the start. So make sure that y'all join the Discord. I'm about to start posting all the workouts in there. I'm about to start posting the workouts and everything like that. I low-key may stop the Patreon, and the Patreon may move to the Discord because I need to service more people. So, Leo, I don't know if you're still in there or whoever might still be in there, Tor or whoever it might be. You don't need to worry about it. I'm going to let y'all know exactly this weekend, but just know a lot of shit's just going to be in the Discord because I need to help more people, bro. I need to drop more game. I need to give more gems. And so, yeah. All the workouts going to be in there. I'm probably going to post some more shit this weekend. Make sure y'all stay locked in. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Make sure that you sacrifice your present self and invest into your future self. And do everything you need to do to get to where you're here to be. So discipline or regret. You choose.